You're going to love this video. Every week we do Israel an apartheid state, question mark. Check out the video. Then you decide, apartheid or not. You know, every week we talk about Israel's not an apartheid state. And I've got a great video that it was shot in Israel a week ago in a number of places where I've been a number of times, and brings back memories for me. For those of you that don't remember, this is educational. Hopefully it's not too redundant. Apartheid was the policy of segregation, political, social, and economic discrimination against the non-white majority in South Africa. It lasted from 1948 to 1994, and there were restrictions that the whites put on other races, where you could live, where you could own land, what job you could have, who could or couldn't participate in the government, who could vote, and so on. It was a horrendous, horrible political system that fortunately was finally abolished when the government was changed. But people who hate Israel, who are anti-Jewish, call Israel an apartheid state. Let me show you what an apartheid state looks like.
After months of the Zionist denial of the apartheid, we have flown in to the center of Tel Aviv to showcase the segregation firsthand.
As part of Israel's apartheid, there are only Jewish synagogues.
As part of Israel's apartheid, Arabs are not allowed to own businesses.
This beach is only for Jews.
All street signs are strictly in the Jewish Hebrew language, leaving Arabs to blindlessly wander the streets.
Ah, the lovely sound of apartheid.
You see all over Tel Aviv mosques. You listen to the Muslim call to prayer. You see a Muslim mother with her children on the streets, actually on the beach. You see Arabic street signs. Every street sign in Israel is in English, Hebrew, and Arabic. And then finally, you see Arabic businesses, which are right next to the Jewish businesses. People who say Israel is an apartheid state have one qualification. They've never been there.
Yeah.
They just get their news from Snapchat, from Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And it's all BS. Israel has Arabs, Muslim Arabs in the army, in the police, in the border patrol, in the courts, in the government, in business, and on and on and on. And I challenge anybody to defend Israel as an apartheid state if they've never been there, because the truth is they've never been there.
Yeah, you know, I see it especially on X, you know, because I spend a little time on X, you know, like everybody else. And I see a lot of people on there pushing the propaganda, the hatred that they have for Israel. And you know, I don't even follow these people, Barry, but I don't even know why they pop up on my feed. Well, maybe they pop up on my feed because every time I see it, I kind of like put a little truthful comment out there. Like the last one, I went to Google, Barry, and if you type in the nation, what did I say? When Israel became a nation, I typed that in Google. You know, Google being who they are, right? You know, you think they would like, oh, it's never been a nation, but it popped up and it actually showed a beautiful picture of Israel with the flag in it and says May 14th, 1948, Israel became a nation, or it was recognized as a nation. It was a nation before then, right? But it was recognized at the United Nations and the world that it was a nation in 1948, and it was for obvious reasons why they pushed it, because it would happen in Germany, et cetera, right? So I take that picture. I'm like, oh, this is such a beautiful picture. So I put that picture when I see these people talking about Zionists or when it apartheid, when they put all of these anti-Semitic comments on X, I just kindly said, here's a picture to remind you that Israel was actually always Israel, even before 1948. But here's a picture to help you remember when it was actually confirmed. Maybe that's the reason why I keep getting the feeds from it.
It could be. And for those that don't know, if you want to know where Jew comes from, it means someone from Judea, which was one of the areas that made up ancient Israel. Jews come from Judea.
Yeah.
Like Africans come from Africa and so on. And that was from 3,000 years ago. Where did Jesus live, Will Johnson? It's
in
Israel.
The Bible. Yeah.
Yeah.
In Israel. In Israel. He was born in Bethlehem. Where's Bethlehem? Oh, I mean, really?
Exactly. Exactly.
Isn't it interesting how they don't want to acknowledge that, though?
Well,
they kind of like overlook that. Hey, Barry,
history wrecks your narrative. That's
Barry,
why.
Yes, right now I saw a video, and I wonder if I saved it. I saw a video now where they're trying to convince everybody that Jesus was Muslim. Oh yes, you can't make it up.
Shut up!
You can't make it. Oh yeah, and they're trying to be really compelling in their reasoning and trying to convince people to do it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I can see how somebody that's liberalism, weak-minded, will fall for that. But yeah, if I have it, I have to send it to you. I'm like, I can't believe this.
We'll put that in the dumber than a stump category, and we can talk about it next week.